Hi and welcome to Murray Mint. I'm your host, Murray, and we're just going to be discussing everything geeky, so model kits, comic books, movies, anything and everything. I'm a horror movie writer, so that's why I feel that I can maybe discuss Okay, Detective Comics 25. James Gunn on the front looking really hunky. It's a really good storyline. It's basically all about James Gordon, when he was younger, how he got started. There's a really funny picture of Bullock younger in it, where you think, gosh, he used to look really hot. What the shit happened to him, man? But yeah, the storyline is really strong. It's about Gordon basically trying to work his way up the ladder, as well as having all these corrupt cops around him and trying to stop him doing his job. And Batman is just on the scene, and he's only in 2 panels. So if you're buying it to see Batman, then you will not be seeing him. So last night, Miley Cyrus was on X Factor UK, and she did this really subdued performance of her new single, and she was promoting her new album, which is called Bangers. I really liked the performance she did with Robin Thicke. I think she should have, cleaned her tongue, but other than that, cool. Why not? Why not twink on Robin Thicke's dick, you know what I mean? So, one of the things I wanted to talk about and discuss was the fact that not all geeks are, weirdos and nerds. Well, I don't think they're weird at all. I think they're two completely separate entities, to be honest with you. But anyways, getting back to, I love Catwoman. I collect everything to do with Catwoman. She's my favorite. She's a superhero now. So basically, this is my new Catwoman statue. It's the newest one I've got. I'm gonna put a picture up of you because I got a really good face because my friend owns a comic book store, which is Fish for Comics, and it's the best comic book store in the world, so you should totally go there. It's by Kotobukiya, and it's an ARTFX statue. It's basically plastic, but it's great. It comes on a little magnetic base. You get 2 sets of goggles with her, and a whip, and it's really cool because her whip has this cute little, if I show you there, cat symbol on it, which is really a nice little touch. Her boots are awesome, and it would be cool to see them release something in the vein of Michelle Pfeiffer. So my review of this statue is that it's a little on the small side, but it's still a great statue. The great thing about it is I've dropped it about 4 times doing this review, and it hasn't broken once because it's plastic. So it's really hardcore in that way. I thought we needed a woman's perspective on this subject, so I got my oldest and dearest friend involved for her sexy opinion. That girl can't help but be sexy. It's coming out of her pores. Sex is literally dripping all over her body. But enough about her private life. Hey Eva, let's hear your opinion.
Hello, Murray has basically asked me to share some opinions about comics, just thoughts, because I'm not particularly into them, but I know he's my best friend and he's into them, so we'd like to know the female's perspective. So I'm here to share that with you. The first question is, would I date a guy who's into comics? And I definitely would, because I think it's good to have a hobby. I think it shows a strong character if you are into something. I would much rather date someone who is into comics than maybe into watching overpaid grown men run around a field kicking a ball. That's my opinion, and I would never judge someone on what they were into, even if I thought it was a bit strange. I mean, unless it involves animals and children, I will say that. But yeah, anyone can have whatever hobby they want. What would I think if someone had a house full of memorabilia? Well, obviously Murray has a house full of memorabilia and I'm friends with him, so, you know, obviously it's great. But if I was in a relationship with someone and we were decorating our house, I would like them to limit it. I mean, I've got my Barbies, I've got my skulls, I've got my ponies. You know, we all have our stuff we're into, but I think it wouldn't be fair to go, I like X-Men, let's cover the house in X-Men. I think you need to have a bit of give or take. However, like at Murray's house, he's got some very tasteful models. He's got some absolutely lovely art, which is more like pin-up style. So I do think there would be a way to combine both your styles and compromise and make it so you're both happy. So the next question is, would I dress up? Yes, I love dressing up, so I definitely would do that. I just think it's fun dressing up, so why not? And he's asked me who I would dress up as. Love Emma Frost. Would definitely dress up as her any day. I wouldn't dress up as Catwoman, because I think if you're going to do it, you've got to do it right. I hate this. Oh, I'm wearing leather trousers and cat ears. I'm Catwoman. No, you're not Halle Berry. You're joking. But yeah, you've got to really do it right, and Michelle Pfeiffer style. So yeah, I'd also dress up as Poison Ivy, and I'd love to dress up as Mystique because she's absolutely sexy. I don't think you can judge either way, and you don't even know if them books are being read. Someone could have War and Peace on their shelf and it could just be sitting there collecting dust. So I would never make a sweeping judgment, but you know what, I think it's much better to read something, whether it's a trashy novel or a comic, I mean, than sit in front of a TV. Don't get me wrong, I love television, but you know, it's 24 hours in a day. You can't just sit and watch TV all day, every day. So reading is good no matter what it is. So I'm Eva, and I hope you've enjoyed this, and hopefully you get to see me on Murray's channel soon. And I'll say goodbye.
Girl, I told you I read War and Peace. I read it. It's about war and it's about peace. That's all you need to know. And it wasn't Dusty. That was cat hair, man. You know I got a cat.
Batgirl 52, new 52. Number 25, Alex Garner did the cover again. He's amazing at doing covers. He just does the most beautiful artwork. I'm a really big fan of his. The story was kind of cool, you know. It's basically it's where they're starting to take leadership roles, and I can't wait for the Catwoman one, which is out on Wednesday, which means I'll get a look of it on Tuesday. Basically, Fernando Passarin drew this, and I like everything in this book. I love all the artwork except for her face. Her face is just really, really bad in my opinion. She's got a very long nose, her eyes are too close together, and she just doesn't look hot. I know not everyone's hot, but Batgirl, who is portrayed on the cover as very hot, is not portrayed inside as very hot. I've been watching the new series of Arrow, the second series of Arrow, and I think it's going really, really well. I loved Arrow right from the start. I thought it was a really good idea. And as we can see, I think that this dude, whose name I cannot remember, but he's making quite the impression there, isn't he? I think that he is going to become Green Arrow's sidekick, basically. Well, they're calling him the Hood at the moment. Then they started calling him Arrow. So I think Green Arrow will obviously be the next interpretation for him. Yeah. So there's a lot of fit guys in it. There's a lot of fit girls in it. Christina. Oh, what's her name? You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. My username is Blonde Arrow, which is a reference to Cammy from Street Fighter, who is the character that I mainly play, and I'm really fucking good with her too. And it would really be great if you would join me. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below. Not down below there, but, you know, down below, in the question box.